Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. On today's show, we'll stop by the town's Arbor Day celebration at Bowne-Munro School. The All of Us research program Journey Bus stopped by the East Brunswick Public Library to teach people about precision medicine and the future of healthcare. East Brunswick High School's senior baseball players were recognized at a recent game, and other high school athletes signed their letters of intent and revealed where they will continue their athletic careers at the college level. We'll have information on the upcoming Lost Souls Memorial Project event on May 22nd here in town, and Mayor Brad Cohen welcomes the Primrose School to East Brunswick. All this coming up, so stay with us. East Brunswick Township celebrated Arbor Day on May 1st at Bowne-Munro Elementary School. Students performed songs and skits for their classmates and the dignitaries attending. A tulip poplar tree was donated by the East Brunswick Women's Club and planted in front of the school. Stop and Shop of East Brunswick also donated tree seedlings for the students to take home and plant. East Brunswick was also presented the Tree City USA Award for its 41st year.
So at this moment, it's my pleasure on behalf of Tree City USA and Arbor Day Foundation to call up our mayor, Mayor Cohen, and also our parks director, Mr. Mike Reisner, to come up so I can present the flag to them.
Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, which we now call Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska and is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, it cuts heating and cooling costs. It moderates the temperature here on Earth, it cleans the air, produces oxygen, and provides habitat for wildlife and animals. And whereas the trees in our township increase our property values, which is good for all of us, and enhances the economic vitality of our businesses, beautifies our community, and provides a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas East Brunswick, your town, has been recognized as Tree City USA for the 41st year, 41 years, by the National Arbor Day Foundation, and desires to continue with our tree planting ways. And be it further proclaimed that I urge all citizens to plant trees and gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of our present and our future generations of East Brunswick residents. Is that a good thing? Yeah. I think so. Thank you all.
Steve, welcome to the East Brunswick Library, and thank you so much for coming here. This is a wonderful event today on Saturday, May 4th, the All of Us Journey Bus. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what this exciting event is.
Well, I'm traveling the country with the All of Us Research Program's Journey, and what we're doing is we are explaining precision medicine to them, which is treating people individually as opposed to one size fits all. That's how we're changing the future of health.
So, Steve, who is this exhibit for? Is this for young children, older people?
For people over the age of 18, we're
Okay.
all inclusive, so it doesn't matter from what economic background you're coming from what ethnic diversity it is. We're an outreach program. We're out there to get everyone that's underrepresented and bring them into our program. You can't benefit from the research if you're not part of the research.
And Steve, can you tell us a little bit about what exactly is precision medicine?
Well, precision medicine is treating people individually as opposed to one size fit all. Just imagine we go into the doctor and we say, we have the flu. Chances are both of us are going to walk out of there with the same 2 prescriptions, drink plenty of fluids, get plenty of rest. 5 days later, you're feeling better. 10 days later, I'm still coughing my head off.
Okay.
One size fits all doesn't work for everyone. But if you can feel better in 5 days, we need to see how I can be treated individually so I can be better in 5 days.
Okay, that's really interesting. So this exhibit actually discusses genetics and shows people hands-on. What kind of hands-on exhibits will people find?
What we do is we're actually showing people that precision medicine is already in our lifestyle. We're able to help people that have hearing loss through hearing aids. They can have a hearing exam, have the hearing aids where they can dial in the tones that they don't hear naturally anymore. We can take people that have vision problems, and through the help of prescription eyeglasses and contacts, they can get corrective lenses for the right eye, corrective lenses for the left eye, specifically for them, specifically for their eyes, and now be able to see 20/20 vision.
Steve, so tell me, how can people become part of the All of Us journey?
Well, if they're able to come to one of our events near you, the best way is to come visit us on the journey, take the full experience, and then decide whether you want to be a participant in our research program. For those that aren't able to come to us, they can go to joinallofus.org/tour. And you'll be able to research on there just what we're doing, how we're doing it, and you'll be able to join our program directly from there.
Thank you, Steve, and I'm so honored for the East Brunswick Library to be one of the selected stops for the All of Us Journey bus. And I encourage all of our viewers to please log on and learn more about the All of Us Journey and become a participant.
Go, baby, let's go! Go! Hey, boys, on 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The East Brunswick High School varsity boys baseball team celebrated Senior Day before a home game against Perth Amboy on Saturday, May 4th. Let's check out some of the action and meet the seniors.
Go Bears!
Good afternoon. I'm Toni Hendricks, and I'm a member of the steering committee for the Lost Souls Public Memorial Project. I am also the chairperson for community engagement for the New Brunswick area branch of the NEACP.
And I'm Reverend Karen Johnston. I'm the minister at the Unitarian Society and also a member of the steering committee of the Lost Souls Public Memorial Project. And we're so excited to have with us today State Theater New Jersey's poet in residence, Glennis Redmond. Welcome, Glennis.
I'm so happy to be here.
Wonderful.
And Glennis, I mean, you are a poet.
Yes.
A poet in every part of the word, in terms of your vocation, your avocation, but you live in
South Carolina
now, but there's a very strong connection to New Jersey.
Yes, I have been the poet in residence at the State Theater for 11 years. This is my 11th year traveling from the Carolinas to New Jersey. And the engagement department there really like the work that I do in the community, and so we have really worked to bring poetry to the masses in Central Jersey.
I've heard a lot about it. I've got to get to the State Theater and attend one of your readings very soon, I promise.
We're so excited that you have come here to be part of or adding yourself to the Lost Souls project. And I just want to make sure that everybody who's listening knows about the Lost Souls project. It's a piece of our history that for a long time was forgotten, kind of whitewashed, but
yes.
It's something that's been that we're bringing back. And so it's about 200 years ago in 1818, there was this corrupt judge whose residence was in East Brunswick. He was a Middlesex County judge, and he sold away over 177 African Americans, some of whom were free, some of whom would have had their freedom here in New Jersey, but he sold them into permanent slavery down south to Louisiana and Mississippi. And we feel that that is a history that cannot be forgotten, that we must remember those lost souls back home. And we've been able to find, the project has been able to find so many of their names. In fact, a year ago, we had 85 of their names, and now we have, we know of 177 people. So we're trying to build a memorial.
Well, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
For one, when we talk about slavery, we don't mention that these were people who had lives and loves and sorrows. And so I feel connected because my ancestors were enslaved. And so this history is important because the past is the present. We cannot be disconnected. If we're going to move forward, we must go back and reclaim that. And people will say that poets are namers. And so to find these names is a beautiful aspect to bring them into the present day. And this is one reason why I think sometimes our young people are disenfranchised. They don't know the history. Everywhere we walk, I have a line, everywhere we walk is a cemetery. And so we must remember these names, we must honor them. And this is a work, it takes a village to do this work. So I'm so happy to be a part of this Lost Soul project.
Which brings us to the topic of our conversation this afternoon,
yes.
which is our second reading of the names, the remembrance of the lost souls that Reverend Karen was referencing, on May 22nd at Baker's Barn,
yes.
right here in East Brunswick. And I understand that you're going to be actually, during this memorable evening, that we'll have dinner and conversation and the reading of the names, but highlighting and spotlighting some works that you have developed, some poems you've developed specifically for the event?
Yes.
What was your process to do that?
Well, I've been commissioned, and it was wonderful when Reverend Karen asked me about it, and I said, yeah, sure, because it's a line, it's part of my mission. One of the things I was talking to her about, I was saying, what is the opposite, of remembering? And people will always say forgetting. And I said, no, the opposite of remembering is dismembering. And so remembering is a creative act. So it's really powerful to be a part of a community that is remembering, putting something back together. And so as a poet, that's what I do. I do some research, I'll read materials, but the biggest part of what I do is go sit still and let the muse, let the folks who did not have a voice speak to me. And that may sound odd, but that is the realm of the artist. That's the realm of the poet, to say, tell me what you want me to know. Tell me what you want me to say. And I do my best to channel creatively, put it on the page, and then bring it back to the community. That is the role of the poet. That's the role of the griot, the storyteller.
Excellent.
So I really appreciate what you said before about the past not being dead, that it's with us. And I think one of the things that is true is that we cannot tell history without art. Right? For it to be engaging. And you also said it takes the whole village to be a part of this. And so we're really hoping that many people come to this event on May 22nd, where you will be highlighted, but where we hope that there will be many voices reciting these names. It's a powerful moment. We did this last year on the site where these folks were enslaved.
I saw the video, and it's a powerful act. I think we need more ritual and ceremony, especially around our enslaved people. And to say those names is a powerful thing. It charges the air, and we are changed.
So we are so blessed to have you be part of this year, and we are really hoping that all of you who are listening will save the date of May 22nd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Baker's Barn. You can go to Eventbrite and look and buy tickets there. Tickets are $60, although if you spend $100, you get a specially printed broadside of a poem that Glennis is written specifically for this. So we really look forward to seeing you there. It takes a village to remember these lost souls back home.
Well, we're lucky today. The weather seems to be holding out. We're not getting any rain, and so I'd like to welcome the Patels and Primrose to East Brunswick, to our community. We're thrilled as a town anytime an organization or a group opens up that caters to children and to education, because that truly is one of the things that stands out as a important factor in East Brunswick and the decision making that people have when they choose to move to our town. We have always emphasized our strong commitment to our children and to education, and organizations that cater to them is exactly what we want in East Brunswick and what we hope to encourage more people to do. It's a beautiful facility. We were here a couple of months ago when we did the groundbreaking, and it's amazing how quickly they were able to get this completed. And I couldn't be happier. Welcome again to our community. I'd like to also point out that the community is completely behind your success. I have with us Councilwoman Sharon Sullivan, who represents the legislative side of East Brunswick, and we have Joe Kim, who represents the Chamber of Commerce here in East Brunswick. That's the way we are as a community. We all stand together in support of new businesses and the opportunity to cater to the most important part of our community, and that is our children.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Cohen, Councilwoman Joe, and all of you who've made time to come here this morning. I know it's not the best weather, but just your presence has brightened it up for all of us. Couldn't be happier that we've opened up this beautiful school here in this township of East Brunswick. Primrose is all about its balanced learning approach and caring and nurturing approach towards childcare and education. And we know that there is a need for it in this township. Our hours of operation, we've opened our doors actually, so hours of operation are 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and we cater to infants beginning at the age group of 6 weeks all the way up to 5 years, and also after school and summer program that caters to children up to 12 years. Thank you to this wonderful team that you see over here. This would not have been possible without them. So big round of applause to you actually for that. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty overwhelmed, and as the mayor said, it's just been 6-7 months since our groundbreaking, and we're just excited to begin our journey here, and really appreciative to the community for the amount of love and support that we've been getting thus far, and we just hope to continue to grow and be successful here. Well, what really is very close to my heart and my husband's heart when we thought about this school here is that we want to create an environment where our children feel at home. I know that we cannot be anyone's moms and dads. We're not trying to do that, but what we are trying to do is create an environment where our children can be safe, they feel secure, they feel loved, and they're cared for and nurtured. In simple words, just try to build a home away from home for our families and our children, and just make sure that our families, our parents who are so busy in their lives, working lives, and just kind of trying to balance work life, at least they are at peace. They know that their children are taken care of, and we are there to watch them and nurture them and educate them and just build the foundation for the right education so that it's strong and they grow up to be beautiful young individuals who can go and make a mark in the world.
Would like to make a shout out to our construction and engineering department that helped Primrose get off the ground. Clearly, 6-month turnaround from putting the shovel in the ground to getting done shows the commitment on the town's part to making sure that our business community feels welcome here, and that they recognize that when they want a project to get done, the town will respond appropriately and help out as much as you can.
3, 2, 1. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
15 high school senior student athletes recently signed letters of intent to continue their athletic careers at the collegiate level. Surrounded by teammates and family, a signing day ceremony and press conference was held at the East Brunswick High School Media Center. Congratulations and good luck to all the student athletes.
The excellence, the honor, the integrity of these kids and moving off to commit themselves to a sport in college is just something that we want to recognize them for, whether it's Division I or Division III. It's like they're getting themselves into a job and school at the same time. It takes a lot of commitment, and we really give them a lot of credit. All their time here through East Brunswick, their club sports, and everything else they did to prepare themselves for this day, it's all about them.
I just want to offer congratulations to all the athletes, to all the coaches, and especially all the families, because without you, they wouldn't be at this level. I know there's a lot of miles that are put on cars, there's a lot of practices, there are a lot of games that have gone to, a lot of time invested to get to this level.
I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to first say, boy, it sure looks like excellence in athletics and academics is truly alive and well here at East Brunswick High School. And I'd like to thank a bunch of people for that. First, Dr. Valesky and the Board of Education for their continued support to our athletic programs, to our coaches. You serve as coaches on the sidelines, but you also serve as mentors, role models, and really have played an instrumental part in the individuals that are up here today. To our siblings and friends, you guys are integral parts of them as well. I know you have provided them with their support. And finally, to our parents. We understand what it takes to get to this level. We understand, as Dr. Valesky said, the miles on the car, the wins, the emotional losses when they come home. And it's truly what you have instilled in them as to why they are here today. And finally, to our student athletes, I truly congratulate you. You epitomize what we stand for here at East Brunswick High School. This is all the greatness that happens. This is your day. I wish you all the best today and best of luck in the future moving forward. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm going to St. Francis University and I'm going to be running cross country and track.
I'm Louis LaRocca. I'm going to be going to Alvernia University and I'm going to be wrestling.
I'm Travis Cumber. I'm going to Franklin and Marshall to play basketball.
Hi, my name is Drew Brenner. I'm committed to play football at Ithaca College.
Hi, my name's Aditya. I'm going to UMass to play football.
My name is Tim Goodzat. I'm committed to Sacred Heart University.
My name is Stephen Berman. I'm committed to Eastern University to play lacrosse.
My name is Joseph Guida. I'm committed to Stevens Institute of Technology to play lacrosse.
My name is Brandon Walsh. I'm committed to Drew University to play lacrosse.
Hi, I'm Eileen. I'm going to Stevens for lacrosse.
Hi, I'm Raquel Vilas. I'm going to play lacrosse at Felician University.
I'm Egan McDermott. I'm going to be playing golf at Stevens.
I'm Kayla Flynn. I'm playing soccer at Marist College.
Phil Hahn. I'll be playing soccer at Emerson College.
I'm Carl Carbone, and I'm playing soccer at St. Francis College.